What's going on YouTube? Got another knife review here for you. Today we're going to be looking at the Calavera Cutlery, or owned by Jeremy Robertson. This is his Model 4. Model 4 is Jeremy's second knife that he's made. He's had an El Patron, which is his main kind of like staple of a knife from a while back. That was highly popular, wildly popular, I think, a number of years back due to the fact that it was using 3V steel. He also had a lower end one with D2 steel. Definitely wasn't as popular. Then he started doing various finishes on the knives, whether it was micarta inlays or whether it was like milled patterns and things like that. He even then had a flipper for the El Patron. So it's still, the El Patron is still I guess a somewhat popular knife. It's definitely cooled down quite a bit. Not nearly as sought after as it used to be. Anyway, then he came out with this knife, the Model 4. It's just a really compact, I want to say compact big folder, because this knife doesn't come off as being a 3.5 inch blade, but it's got a wide profile. The blade sits really deep into the handle. You get a lot of blade to handle ratio in this knife. And yeah, and then it just features a CTS-XHP steel in there, which is also a really good steel. So I think Jeremy Robertson, he's always kind of come off as just a very no-nonsense custom knife maker. I don't know too many details about him other than the fact that I think he used to be former military and then is working in San Diego now, full-time, doing his custom knives. And so, but for the most part, his designs are very simplistic. I mean, the El Patron was kind of this really organic, just float in hand kind of knife. This one just feels like it's a little bit, better in terms of the finish in general. With the El Patron, at least the El Patron I had, you can just see a lot of the handwork that was done there. Whether it was some of the bevel work that was a little like uneven and whatnot. Whereas this one, everything really looks and feels even, in hand. Very good knife, very solid knife in hand, thick, 5/32. What is that? I'm not sure exactly how many thousandths inch that is. I'm not going to calculate that right now. Actually, I'm going to. An eighth is 4/32, so another, I don't know, it's probably about 150 thou to 160 thou thick blade stock, around there, of XHP, which is great. It's got this triangular hole deployment system. For me, it's not smooth enough to do flicking or anything like that, so I have to just do a quick deployment that way. It just features a standard spring titanium clip, as pretty much all Robertson knives do. This one was a little bit special in that, not compared to Model 4s, but departing from the El Patron design, just this two points of contact for the knives as well as the stop pin. It's got this large steel hex standoff in here, and then these hex screws. That's not Torx, so one here, and that's pretty much it. All stone wash, just very simple design. I'd almost say elegant design. It's just, I posted this in my Instagram. It's just, man, this is such a simple user knife, is what it is in my opinion. There's no embellishments. I mean, he has some with like holes in here, indexing holes. He's got them where he's filled them with zirconium, or they're just empty holes on the frame, and they all look great. But again, they're all just very simplistic, which I think for me, I kind of like. This is just, you just put this in your pocket and it's just meant to be a working folder. A relatively very thin bevel at the edge. It's flat ground here. Then you got the flats here. It's all stone wash, so it's very smooth. Again, it's not the smoothest folder where it like deploys super fast. So I wouldn't necessarily call this a tactical knife. It's more just, you know, just one of those worker knives in my opinion. But anyway, I really don't know what else to say about it. Like I said, there's nothing like ornamental, nothing like overly special about it. It's just a good overall knife. You know, it's not super expensive either. I think these can be had for anywhere between $4 to $5.50 or so. Yeah, I mean, like I said, just 2 titanium slabs, XHP steel, and that's pretty much it. You know, I don't think there's anything necessary more to say about the knife. But you know, in terms of size comparison, really quick, here you have it against the VCP from Les George. You got the Sebenza 21. Here you have it against the Matt Diskin Vulcan flipper. This is a huge blade, 4-inch blade of M390. You see in this knife, which is I guess considered somewhat of a mid-tech. You know, it's got titanium screws on this. It screws into the titanium here. It's got a reversible pocket clip. It's got this embellishment on the pivot here. Nice shiny stone wash. This huge, just sweeping blade. Almost looks like a fillet knife on here. Steel insert for the lock bar. I think Jeremy Robertson does more steel inserts on his El Patron. I'm not sure if his Model 4s have it, but if I'm not mistaken, I think he's gone to bearings on some of his knives as well. So that might be some of the upgrades that he's been making. But I don't think the Model 4. I think the Model 4 basically is, like I said, just a very basic model knife here. And then finally you have it against the Shirogorov, which again is much bigger in size. You can just see it as you measure it, you know, at the tail of the handle, how much bigger this knife is. This is a 4-inch blade, but you know, a 3.5-inch blade, I mean, you see how much he's packing into this knife versus the VCP with the longer handle and whatnot. So compact design with a lot of blade is really nice. Makes a lot of sense for this knife. So anyway, that's just a real quick take of the Calavera Cutlery Jeremy Robertson Model 4. Honestly, guys, great work knife if that's what you guys are looking for. So anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys on the next vid. Take care. Bye.